Ja, das ist gut.
Hi, my name's Matt Hayward. Over the last few years, I've been researching what large predators prefer to kill. It all started in 2003 when I moved to South Africa's Addo Elephant National Park to study the ecology of lions, spotted hyena and a leopard that had been reintroduced there. A serendipitous question by the SANPark's regional manager for the frontier zone, Lucius Moolman, led to a long-term study of the prey preferences of large predators. Lucius said, "Mate, your lions are eating my buffalo. What else are they going to eat?" Now, Lucius' concerns were valid, as Addo's buffalo are free of diseases that threaten buffalo populations elsewhere. This also means they gain good prices for the park in the annual game sale auctions. So I set about solving this problem. As a naive and mentally limited Antipodean, I was sure they'd eat whatever they ate in their original home, the Kalahari. But the Kalahari is a vastly different place to Addo. The Kalahari is a place of thirst, dry sand dunes cut by dry riverbeds lined with camelthorn acacias. The main herbivore species here are springbok, blue wildebeest and gemsbok, and none of these species occurs in Addo. Addo is still pretty dry, receiving about 450 millimetres of rain a year, but it's within this lush, green, subtropical thicket biome that is dominated by drought-tolerant species like speckworm. This enables herbivores to persist at relatively high density. The main herbivores in Addo are kudu and buffalo, although there are also plenty of elephants too. So I needed to find out whether there were some common features of lion prey that could be used to predict their diet, because up until now, people had generally viewed lions as generalist predators, eating whatever large prey were about. Was this true, or were they more selective? Was there a certain body size they preferred? So I reviewed the literature and found 32 studies that identified lion diet and provided a measure of prey abundance, either actual or relative, over 48 different locations and times. I then calculated Jacob's electivity index values for each species within the prey community at these 48 sites. Jacob's index relates the proportion of all kills comprised of species I, shown in the red, against the relative abundance of that species in the prey community, shown in the purple. And Jacob's index ranges from -1 for maximum avoidance to +1 for maximum preference. I then tested these Jacob's index values against a mean of 0 to test for significant preference or avoidance with a t-test. I ended up calculating Jacob's index values for 42 species based on 22,684 lion kills. It turned out that, far from being a generalist predator, lions significantly prefer to prey on just 5 prey species: buffalo, blue wildebeest, giraffe, zebra and gemsbok, in the arid parts of their range. Indeed, there was no relationship between prey abundance and how preferred they were by lions, so lions don't just kill the most abundant prey species at a site. Small prey species and the mega herbivores were significantly avoided by lions. Lions prefer prey weighing between about 190 and 550 kilograms, and we call this the preferred prey weight range. Indeed, if you exclude the mega herbivores, species like hippos, ellies and rhinos, you can see that lions show a significant linear increasing preference for the larger prey species. While the preferred prey weight range of lions is 190 to 550 kilograms, the mean body mass of significantly preferred prey was 290 plus or minus 84 kilograms. But there are species within this preferred weight range that are not significantly preferred, species like eland, waterbuck, roan, sable and kudu. It turns out that significantly preferred prey species get less preferred as they become more abundant. This is what we predicted for all species, as it becomes harder for a predator to kill enough highly abundant prey species for it to become highly preferred. However, prey species within the preferred weight range that are not significantly preferred exhibit the opposite relationship. These species are avoided when they are scarce, but become increasingly preferred when they are common. It turns out that these species are inherently rarer in their prey communities too than their significantly preferred prey species. So these species are benefiting from their inherent rarity in that large predators haven't evolved strategies to optimally forage on them because they were too scarce. This relationship holds true for the prey within the preferred weight range of all Africa's large predators. And this goes some way to explaining why the majority of species that occur on Earth are inherently rare. Now, there are various factors that could affect prey preferences, things like prey abundance, prey body mass, herd size, prey habitat use, and anti-predator behaviour. So I ran a generalised linear model on these factors against the mean Jacobs index value for each prey species. Now, I've already told you that lions show no relationship to prey abundance, so not surprisingly, these impalas weren't preferred. Now, this isn't to say that lions won't kill them. Indeed, optimal foraging would predict that killing such small prey items would still occur, provided little energy is expended in doing so. Rather, it won't occur preferentially. Larger herds convey safety from predation by improved detection of the predator through increasing group vigilance, or by the confusion effect, suggesting predators should prefer solitary individuals over large herds. However, conversely, predators can more easily locate large groups and approach closer to them, suggesting that herding species may be preferentially preyed upon. Given this confusion, it's not surprising that herd size didn't prove to be an important predictor of Jacobs index value, even though they did exhibit a weak positive relationship with Jacobs index. Lions exhibit a diverse range of habitat use, from the Kalahari Desert to the savanna to the dense subtropical thicket biome. So, again, not surprisingly, habitat preferences of prey wasn't selected in the model as an important variable. Anti-predator behaviour can involve crypsis, like kudus and nyala tend to use, or speed of evasion, like these hartebeest or tsessebi, or active defence through weaponry, like the tusks of warthog that caused this wound, or elephant tusks or the horns of gemsbok or buffalo. Despite all this, there was no relationship between anti-predator characteristics and Jacobs index values. It turns out body mass was the key variable in all the models. Lions also reinforced these prey preferences throughout the predatory behavioural sequence. Using continuous 96-hour follows of Addo's reintroduced lions, we found that they encountered preferred prey far more frequently than expected, based on the abundance of those prey species. And they initiated hunts on those preferred prey species more frequently than expected, based on this already high encounter rate. Conversely, they hunted avoided prey significantly less frequently than expected, based on their already low encounter rate. So the actions of lions throughout the predatory behavioural sequence drive the prey preferences we've found. And once a hunt is initiated, evolutionary adaptations of predator-prey interactions drive hunting success. But all this still didn't really answer Lucius's question. What were Addo's lions going to eat? Now that we knew how much they preferred each prey species, we simply solved Jacobs' index equation for R, the proportion of kills each species would constitute, given that we knew their abundance in Addo. We also tested this method at 4 other sites over several years and found that our model precisely predicted the observed number of kills in 9 of 13 tests, and we always got the order of species being killed right. The incorrect tests were largely driven by dispersing subadults that targeted suboptimal prey species, like these warthog, whose limited senses can lead them into harrowing situations, as this trio found. But this is a great tool for conservation managers to use to enable them to predict the diet of lions at their reserve.